Early in the morning,
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with quite an amusing video today. I can't lie to you. Yeah. This is funny to me. I'm a bit confused. I feel like all these people protested. Yeah, they didn't get the memo. Like, did you not get the memo, fam? June 21st and that. Like, I don't understand why you not marching the streets on something that's gonna be ending so soon. Like, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Like the video for me. Hit the bell to be notified for me, hit the subscribe button for me, all of that. Join the community, you really mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's go, man. As I said, short and sweet. So, as you can see from the title, yeah, and I'm sure you lot already know, there was protests this weekend. Was it the Friday, was it yesterday or Friday? Over the last few days, there's been some protests in London, innit? The crowd wasn't just conspiracy theorists. It wasn't just COVIDiots. It was just idiots. No, I'm joking, that's unfair. There was loads of different people in the group. But anyway, listen. So there's protests that happened in London, and they weren't just protesting the lockdown, they were protesting things like the new police powers, which I'm opposed to, by the way. Media lies, NHS conspiracies, vaccine, just everything. They were kind of protesting the whole thing. But the main thing they're protesting is the lockdown, innit? They're protesting the lockdown. They want to end the lockdown. They want to get our freedoms back and this and this. And I empathise, innit? I get it. You feel me? However, as I said at the start of this video, did you lot not get the memo? Like, I don't understand. When I woke up and saw that there was people protesting the lockdown, I was thinking, huh? Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, I get you were protesting last year, fine. I get you were protesting in early this year, fine, cool. We've got a date. Like, we've actually got a date to work towards. We've got a date to look forward to. We've actually got a date in which we already know the lockdown's going to be ending in March, or the lockdown's going to start to ease in the end of March. Things are going to start happening in April, and then they're going to let us out in June for some reason, June 21st, whatever. That's the timeline, innit? That was the plan. That's the plan. Still the plan. So I don't understand. With a video like this, with a topic like this, you can't please everyone. In fact, on YouTube, in this life, you can't please everyone. If you want to go on this YouTube thing, if you want to do anything creative in this life, you have to realize you cannot please anyone. I could be talking about something for 10 minutes with real respect, real empathy. If I made a 2-second joke in between it, you get, which happened the other day, you get, I lost interest after you said that, because when you're delivering something like this, you should be, shut up, literally. Anyone that knows me, very respectful, very empathetic, shut up. He says while he tells you to shut the fuck up. But anyway, with topics like this year, they're more divisive, you understand? With C19 and things like that, you're either this camp or you're that camp. So I'm not gonna pussyfoot around anything. I'm gonna tell it how it is. I'm just gonna tell you straight my opinion. And that is, these people are idiots. When I say idiots, I don't really mean idiots fully. I'm clowning around, because what I mean is, we've got an end date in sight. So what's the point in protesting now? Because a lot of these people in the crowd, they're not just conspiracy theorists. You know, they're not just people that think there's flipping 5G that causes you this and this and all these random bullshit stuff. A lot of these people are bankrupt. A lot of these people want their lives back. A lot of these people have mental health issues due to lockdown. There was a quote in an article I read earlier where she actually had C19 and she was like, oh yeah, I know how bad it is. I had it last year. I just can't deal with this lockdown no more. I can't deal with it no more. And I respect that. I empathise with that. I really do. Everyone at that protest, they're not all just COVIDiots and people that just conspiracy theories. These are genuine people with livelihoods. So listen, I'm not going to plaster everyone with the same brush. But at the same time, how ironic would it be, yeah, if we've been given a date in sight, a real end date, something there, June 21st, we're going to have our summer back, our livelihood back, things are going to start easing up in March, whatever. How ironic would it be that the people protesting the lockdown are the ones that could potentially extend it with them protesting on the streets, not maintaining social distancing, not wearing masks. Now, of course, you can get people in the comment section like, oh, well, it's actually suggested that masks don't even work and blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's true that we don't even know if the masks do work or not. Fair enough, fair point. But the point remains the same. You're actively not following rules. You're actively staying close within a proximity with people that could have a disease. You do realize that's how disease transmission works. You know what I'm saying? I could be chilling downstairs with someone with a cold, and if they've coughed in the atmosphere or something, and those particles could easily go into, that's literally how it works. So mask or no mask, distancing or no distancing, you're still around people that could potentially have it. You can still carry it. And that's the problem here. So how ironic would that be? How ironic, how and this is what I say, do you not think Like, seriously, do you not think? Like, take that extra 2 seconds to think, actually, we've been given a date. So rather than actually doing something counterproductive and potentially extending that lockdown, how about I just work towards the date I've got, maybe do things in the meantime that will help my mental health, and just roll with the punches. Now, listen, everyone's different, and I understand that. I understand how hard it's been. This lockdown's been hard on everyone, it has. Who knows what the right answer is? I don't know. On the one hand, the government tells you, you have to self-isolate. You cannot see your friends. You cannot see your family. You cannot see anyone. You have to be alone, alone, alone. You can't see anyone from outside your house. Then in the same breath, Sir Patrick Vallance, the UK's chief scientific advisor, told MPs earlier this month that protests elsewhere had not resulted in a spike in infections and that outdoor gatherings were safer than indoors, though not risk-free. He said, it is the case that it is difficult to see how things like large beach gatherings and so on can cause a spike. The same was the case in a protest march in New York. They did not really see any spikes after that. It is lower risk, but the other thing that can happen with outdoor events and so on is that when indoor things are also open, you can get people congregating indoors around that. They can increase risk, but outdoors itself is a lower risk. So you've got the chief scientific advisor saying that big outdoor gatherings like protests don't cause spikes in infections, but you're not allowed to mingle with groups. So for me, that sounds like a bit of a contradiction there. You're telling us to wear masks and maintain social distancing, but then we don't know if masks actually work. But then actually, you're saying we don't need to social distance because there's no evidence that protests spike infection rates. So you're saying we should maintain social distance, but we're now saying that thousands of people protesting doesn't cause. So I understand why people are frustrated. I get it. Like this is the reason why I'm calling them idiots, is because I think it's counterproductive to what they're trying to achieve. That's why I think they're idiots. But I don't think they're idiots for not believing the government. I don't believe the government. I completely don't believe the government at all. And I don't think they're idiots for fighting for their businesses. That's literally not what I'm saying here. I literally think it's very dumb to protest something that's ending so soon, and the potential outcome of that protest goes against what they're fighting for. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, yeah, there's so many contradictions. Either way, yeah, I personally believe it's very foolish to be protesting right now. Yeah, you could have been protesting months ago, whatever. Why now? You do realise, yeah, that European cities, they're about to go back into the red list. They're about to have another a wave. France and Portugal, they're all saying, oh yeah, you can come over to our country without having the vaccine, which is fine. Which I'm excited about that, because I don't want to get the vaccine. So that excites me. I'm reading that thinking, yeah, good, set a precedent. But now look what happened. A couple of days after these European countries want to open the borders and this, they're having another wave. I mean, they haven't actually opened the borders yet for us, but even before that, they're anticipating another wave. So let's not be like them. Let's not find ourselves in another wave because we're protesting something that's ending in a matter of a couple months anyway. So listen, you've dealt with this for a year already. You've been strong. Let's be stronger for a couple more months and we'll get it done. Now listen, if we go into another lockdown, I'll be protesting with you lot. Facts. I'm done with it. I ain't going into the 10th lockdown. The government has failed at every turn. If after June 21st, yeah, if there's talks, if there's rumblings that we're going into another lockdown, I will join you. I will join you on the front line because I'm done with it as well. But for now, it just seems a bit, come on now. But either way, let me know your thoughts below. Naturally, you're gonna get people that disagree with this. Naturally, you're gonna get people that agree with this. The challenge with humility though, because if you feel like you disagree with this and you feel like a burning desire to just start chatting shit in the comments and start cussing me, you can politely fuck yourself. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.